Hey there. I have waited to do this video. This is a video that was in the making for 2 months. It's why I left Younique, and more importantly, why I chose Limelight by Alcone. And I didn't want to make the video immediately because I really wanted to reflect on my 2.5 year journey with my first direct sales company, Younique. And I wanted to be able to get my feet wet with Limelight by Alcone and really know what the company was about and what I was going to be able to do with the opportunity. And so now here I am in front of you, wanting to share with you the most genuine, authentic piece of me that I possibly can, in hopes that it may help you. And I have a feeling if you're watching this, you're either a fan that's crossed over from my Facebook Lives, or you're somebody that's facing a really tough decision. And this is my truth. This is my experience. This is my story. It doesn't have to be your story. We all have a different journey, and this is mine. When I joined Younique in January of 2014, it was to provide the absolute best to my family and friends. I knew nothing about direct sales. I knew nothing about leading a team. I knew nothing about what I could actually do with an opportunity like this until I dove in. And when I dove in, I found that I was actually very, very good in this industry, and that I was a very strong, authentic, emotionally charged leader, and that I didn't have to have anyone hold my hand or tell me how to make things happen. I just did it on my own. And as I grew, and as my team grew, and as I brought more women into this opportunity, into this company, I started to realize that a lot of things were not set up the way they needed to be. The product quality diminished. Everything was being reformulated. Everything was being moved. And it was all being packaged a certain way, taught to us to be presented to our teams a certain way. And I didn't really catch on in the beginning. It took me a while to understand what was happening, but I did notice that less and less of my customers were returning. I was having to offer more freebies. I was having to offer more kudos. I was having to offer more sales. And I really wanted the product quality to speak for itself. When I told someone, you're getting the absolute best, this is the best I can find, I wanted to feel in my heart that my truth was that it actually was. And I started to lose that trust. I started to lose that belief in the product quality. Not long after that, I started actually studying compensation and career plans, and I started lining career plans up side by side, and I noticed huge gaps in Younique's compensation plan. And we can package it and advertise it any way we want. We can make anything look good, especially if you're in the direct sales industry. But I know what I compared, and I know when I ran numbers what I saw. And what I didn't like is that not only was I not being paid and rewarded my worth, my value, but the women that I had brought into the opportunity, the women who may not get to the top of the company, the women who joined as social sellers, the women who were working just as hard as I did, but may not have the same kind of following I did, they weren't being rewarded. They weren't being paid their worth. And that bothered me more than anything else, because I was promising them certain things and they were doing what it took. They were following the steps. They were taking action. You may be doing it too. But they weren't seeing the kind of pay. They weren't seeing the kind of reward. They weren't seeing the kind of recognition from their leaders and sponsors the way they should have. So, as these things started to develop and a few other personal issues got involved with me leading in this company, where their morals and values no longer aligned with my morals and values, a little bird in the back of my mind for over a year started chirping louder than ever before, and that little birdie was Limelight by Alcone, because I had watched multiple leaders, multiple purple and black status much like myself, and even green and orange status presenters walking away from their teams, walking away from the opportunity, walking away and gambling everything for this company, Limelight by Alcone. And I had followed them. I'm a smart businesswoman. I had followed them. I had watched what they were doing, and I saw their success. And I saw the integrity of the company, and I saw the quality and consistency of the products. And so I started asking questions. And for about 6 solid weeks, I am not kidding you, I studied and researched and compared every number, every ingredient, every piece of data that I could find, comparing Limelight by Alcone to Younique. And I knew what the research told me. There would be no one that could truthfully debate that Younique could outweigh the quality of the products, the packaging, the presentation, and the price point of Limelight. But I knew I had built something with Younique that took me 2.5 years. I knew I had a beautiful team of strong, amazing, inspirational women that I had developed a relationship with. We were in it together. And many, many times I had thought about walking, thought about taking a quantum leap. And they held me firmly planted where I was. But in July of 2016, this year, by the end of the month, I knew what I had to do. I took a quantum leap. It makes me nervous just thinking about it. Because if you're watching this right now and you're a leader in Younique or you're a leader in another company, you know how much is on the line for you to just step up and say, I'm doing it. I'm going to take it. I'm here to tell you right now, this isn't going to be a video where I completely badmouth and put down Younique. Everything I learned about myself as a leader, everything I know about direct sales and what it takes to make it, everything I've learned about the responsibility I hold to my own success, everything I've learned about what to look for in a compensation plan and what to make sure I steer clear of, everything I know about reputation, integrity, honesty, value, entertainment, follow-up, everything I've learned, I did that through the opportunity of Younique, for me saying yes. And now I know that that was a stepping stone for me to learn what I want to find in a company, what I was looking for, and I found it in Limelight by Alcone. So this video is going to be me focused on taking a very large quantum leap, a quantum leap where my family's finances were on the line. I had made my way one stop from the top. I was an exclusive purple presenter with Younique. I had a team of over 500 women, about 300 were active, and I had made myself quite a substantial, consistent income that we had grown accustomed to. I had no idea if anybody was going to follow me. I had no idea if my customers would believe in me. I had no idea what was going to happen. And let me tell you, the reason I waited this long to make this video is because I wanted to see. I wanted to see what a quantum leap would get me. I wanted to see what Limelight by Alcone was really about. I saw the compensation plan videos. I talked to multiple previous Y sisters who had moved over to Limelight. I saw it in black and white, but it's really different seeing it on paper and experiencing it for yourself. And let me tell you, within my first month in the company, I had doubled my income. It took me 2 years to build up to the income I had with Younique. I doubled that income in my first month with Limelight by Alcone with 12 people. From 300 people to 12 people. I blew through all 6 of the fast start tiers in my first month. By the second month, I had hit director in the company and I had tripled my income. And now this month, I'm on track to do even more. But let me tell you what's even better. Let me tell you. I am watching women that said yes and took a quantum leap with me. Women from all walks of life. Women with 0 sales experience. Women who this may be their 3rd or 4th company. Women who moved right from my Younique team over with me. Women who just saw me on a Facebook Live and reached out to me. Women from everywhere and all levels are being paid their worth. They are being rewarded their worth. They are seeing so much opportunity, a plethora of quality training, a collaborative environment, not a competitive environment. Not an environment where we tell you you have to plug in so many people into your business to get this training. You have to sell this much in product to even get on my training live, to even get on my call. We are collaborative. We are about valuing one another. We are about celebrating what you already have. We're about bringing out the very best you have to offer. Whether that number for a month is $200 or whether it's $2,000. This is not a place of competition. This is not a place of hurry, plug them in, get them in. This is a place of quality over quantity. And it shows. It shows on every level. It shows on the relationships that I've already made. It shows on what I've learned about applying makeup professionally from professional artists. It shows in watching women who never saw success with their previous company see major promotions, major growth in their financial earnings, major growth as a person. And so this video is a very short, encouraging moment for you. And I know that we may not know each other, but I am sitting in front of you telling you, you need to act in spite of fear. You need to act in spite of worry. You need to act in spite of doubt. You need to act in spite of everything. Please. Limelight by Alcone has so many perks that has to be a separate video. I need you to know that the research is out there to support it. If you are a green personality and you need the research, go out, YouTube it, Google it. But if you need somebody who has been very close to the very top of a company, look you in the eye and tell you it can be done, not just from those top people, but also from women at the entry level, also from women and men that were just getting started. If you need somebody to tell you that, I am telling you that right now. And I would be happy to have a conversation with you about the beauty in taking a quantum leap, especially with a company that didn't just go into direct sales for the fun of it to make money. They went into direct sales after 60 plus years in the beauty industry. And they did it to reward, initially, professional makeup artists. So they were able to design a career plan that was extremely rewarding because it wasn't about making tons of money. They were able to plug us into some of the best training and some of the most amazing professional makeup artists because they have those connections in the industry. They've already established that reputation. They're able to bring us a line of skincare and cosmetics that is literally the best of the best in the professional cosmetics industry. But all of that can be found on Google, and all of that can be found on Limelight's website. What you may not be able to find is that for the first time, you won't just meet 2 or 3 outstanding women that care about your heart, that care about your soul, that care about who you are as a person, that care about moving you forward as a person. It's everybody you meet. It is everybody you meet. We celebrate one another's successes on a level I have never seen. We provide training to anybody who's hungry for it. And not training about plugging in 100 people, sending 100 cold messages. Not training about selling X amount of dollars with a certain formula. Training about integrity in the direct sales industry. Training on finding your confidence, finding your inner diva, celebrating what's amazing about you. Training on how to share in a very professional, respectable way so that people come to you. You never ask anybody to join you. This is a whole different world, you all. It's a whole different world that I hope more than anything, you will say yes to, that you will at least open your mind and your heart to give a chance to. I am so thankful that I did. And I got no confirmation about whether this was the right choice until after I made it. So if you're waiting for your sign, this is it. See you soon.